All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, OTG live, coming to you from Latin America, South America, Peru, and boy, I hope I get a good signal here. And I have had quite of a challenging time getting a signal to come on. I'm traveling in different countries, so if you can hear me okay. I'd like to if you can appreciate if you can give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you can hear me okay. The voice and the sound is okay. All right, guys. So now I am here in my bedroom and traveling in Latin America. So okay, I see some people jumping on here. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, OTG family from around the world. Good morning, Anna, Eileen. Thank you for joining. Okay. All right. So looks like we're getting some good feedback on this. Well, I wanted to introduce myself first. My name is Toon, or my first name is Pai Toon. I'm from Thailand. I currently live in Southern California, beautiful Southern California in Long Beach. And I have been with Nu Skin for 8 years. My background is I'm an engineer by trade. Okay, my background is I'm an engineer by trade, and I have been an engineer for about 20 years. So I am a perfect example of an employee type who just work like no tomorrow. That was the only thing I knew, was to go to school, go to the best school, and then graduated and became a good engineer. Okay, so if you are watching this live or replay, if you're watching this replay, put down the replay. But if you're watching this live, I would like you guys to share with me where you're watching me from. This is important so that we let others know who's gonna come and watch this live, or other leaders OTG live, so that we're sharing with them that we have a big family here, right? OTG is a one team, one global family. So letting others know where you're watching from. And number two is what is your background? I want to know what is your background. Now, why this is important, so that you let others know, you kind of open up yourself, letting others know maybe you are an accountant, maybe you're an engineer like myself, maybe you're a doctor, maybe you are an amazing stay-at-home mom, you are looking for freedom, flexibility, and time for yourself. And but we are doing Nu Skin, right? And I always say, if an engineer can do Nu Skin, anyone can do Nu Skin. Why are we doing this? So let me know, what is your background? What is your programming? What are you currently doing in ways to let others know that, well, if there's a lot of people that I can relate to, that are doing Nu Skin, I can do it too. All right, guys? So put down on the comment here, what is your background? All right. So, like I mentioned, I've been with Nu Skin for 8 years. And a friend from Thailand talked to me 8 years ago about Nu Skin opening in Vietnam. I, at the time, was a high executive with a engineering firm in Los Angeles, and overseeing hundreds of millions of projects. And I was not, I didn't know what Nu Skin was at the time. Okay, and I didn't know it was my door that allowed me to have time and flexibility for myself like today. I didn't say no, however. I went to the local meetings, and thank you for local leaders. I have many people to thankful for that allowed me to be here where I am today. And I took my wife with me. We saw the opportunity, and we started. Okay, my wife, Anna, she's a teacher. She's a college professor. I'm an engineer. We, both of us, absolutely, had no business background. Never done any business. Forget about network marketing or anything else. We just literally professionals, okay? We're professional. That's the only thing we do. We know how was to get a job and work. And I did that for 20 years. Now, for cut to story short, I started business. We get the kid, and I tell you the one thing that changed. Many things have changed our life. The one thing that's gonna change your life too is the first month when we started Nu Skin, my upline told us, you gotta go to the big events. And fortunately, the same month there's a big event called the First Success Summit in the North America. Okay, and my wife and I had no idea what it was, never been to Utah or Provo. We took ourselves there, and that was the single most important event in our life that changed the course of our business forever. And I want to take that promotion up front here, letting you guys know we have the big event, which is the Social Success Summit coming up in July. You don't want to miss this. Okay, you don't want to miss this. If you are looking for freedom, if you're looking for an ultimate, okay, ways to allow you to grow your business exponentially. Okay, so because we went to that event, we came back and we closed executive in like 1 week. Okay, and then we got on the journey after 3 years. We reached the Blue Diamond position. That's what it's called back then. I quit my full-time job, and insofar, this business was able to allow me to have the kind of time, I never thought of I could. Okay, I have been in Peru for close to 2 weeks now, and traveling in over the country, and also building business too. I want to let you guys know that you can. Okay, I know a lot of people are new in the business because of the flow of the social media in today. I'm going to talk about that next. But I want to let you guys know that there's only one way to fail: if you quit. Okay, this journey is not going to be easy, but totally worth it. All right, guys. All right, so that's about me, but I'm going to talk about you. So my topic today is called "You Don't Have a Problem Closing." Okay, I'm here to tell you as well, you don't have problem closing ever. Okay, and now why is that? Okay, because yes, the closing skill is a skill set. Okay, but I wanted to tell you that the closing has nothing to, and from my teaching, from my own experiences, closing is more linked to your belief system. Okay, how much you believe in the business. Okay, if you're selling the product, how much you believe in the products. Okay, if you are not using the product, you cannot sell the product. That's from my perspective, because you will be able to not to transfer your belief system to others, and people looking at you in your eyes, looking at how you speak, how you talk, how great this product is. So you gotta use the products, and that's in the belief system. But my topic today is more about, you don't have a closing problem. I want to take you from that spot. If you have this kind of question come up to you, okay, number one, if you don't get the kind of results that you want to get in your business, whatever that is, the number of team in your group, whether that is the volume at the end of the month, at the end of the mid-month, where you want it to be, but you're not there yet, okay? Now, if you also have this question coming into your mind and saying, oh gosh, I don't have anyone to talk to, okay? I don't have anyone to talk to, or everybody in my town knows Nu Skin already. All of my friends already know Nu Skin already. Okay, you have the kind of question come up in your mind. I want to let you know that you are playing too small. Okay, now when I come on OTG Live, and my last live was last month, you can go on to the last one too. I am a straight shot type of guy. Okay, so what I'm here to tell you is that if you are running into this kind of question popping up into your head, you are playing it too small. Okay, this is the business. It's gonna change your life. This is the business gonna change other people's life. So you gotta keep your posture really high. All right. Now I want to dive down into the detail and want to share with you about why, if you're not having a problem closing, how do you go to get to get there as a success. Okay. So what it means is that you gotta step back a little bit. What it means is you are not talking to enough number of people per day. Okay, now it sounds fundamental. Nathan Rick's been talking about this all the time. All right, you're not talking to people, enough number of people every single day. What does that mean? All right, so number one, okay, do you have a system for you to know yourself, how many people you're talking per day? Okay, how many you talking per week? How many you talking per month? Do you have a system that allow you to give yourself a feedback? Just that alone, I use that every day myself. Okay, I use that as a give feedback for myself. I use that as a feedback when I consult my upline. I can still consult my upline. And so number one, do you have the system? The best system OTG has for you is the 90-day success journal is the best. Okay, if you know you have a kind of awareness that you're not organized, that you have too many things to do. I understand that a lot of people still doing Nu Skin part-time, and so you got to be organized, you got to be efficient, you got to be effective in managing your time. When I started Nu Skin back then, I only took 1 hour of my day per day to do the business. So I had that planned out, and the journal success journal has been a lifesaver for me. So the question for you, do you have the kind of system that allow you to know how many people are you talking to per day or not? Whatever that number is, but you gotta have that number, because this is important. I'm gonna tell you next why, okay? Because if you don't know how many people you are talking to, you don't know the conversion. You don't know of all the people you talk to, how many people show up at the event that you are creating locally, how many people are showing up at your webinar, okay? Or how many people is gonna do the first post, that first post, life-changing post that I've had myself, some of you guys had myself, but as you guys know, not everybody is gonna do the post, right? Whatever that is, whatever that mindset, whatever that image conversation people have, we don't have any control. I don't have any control, right? The only person that you have control over is yourself. So if you don't have that number, you don't know the conversion. Now, if you don't know the conversion, how many people is going to take action with it, going to do the post or not, forget closing. Okay? Forget closing. All right? Now, if you have talked to enough number of people, you know exactly how many people is going to converge, how many people is going to take action. That's the basic fundamental things that you gotta have, that you gotta start. Okay. Now I'm gonna dive into a little deeper in the social media. All right. Now, if you are predominantly working on Nu Skin business on social media, congratulations! It is the most powerful platform ever. I agree. Even though I started the business, grassroots network marketing, I talk to people, I call up people, we meet at a coffee shop, we talk for 2 hours, they don't even sign up. Guess what? Right? That's how we started. A lot of the top leaders today, a lot of the people who started, like 8-10 years ago, we started like that, right? In LA, the traffic's really bad. We drove across town, we sat down for a couple hours, we didn't even sign up. But today, social media is the single most powerful tool, the tool that you guys should know and have an awareness to leverage that. Okay? Anyhow, it's still a tool. It is a tool. It's something that you gotta know. Number one rule, okay? If you are predominantly working on social media, you gotta know that you are in other people's room. You are in other people's room. What does that mean? Okay? If you're working on Facebook, you are in the room called Facebook. All right, and the big brother, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, they control the content. What contents are being seen by your network and your friends. Now, if you are working on Instagram, well, guess what? Facebook also on Instagram, they're using the same algorithm that control that content as well. So you got to understand this first. If you don't understand this, then what's going to happen is this, okay? So I have with me another phone. I have 2 phones. So, one thing is, if overposting on social media, it does not do you any good. Okay? Oversharing on social media, it does not do you any good. Why? Because again, Facebook are looking at how engaging your contents are, how your network, your friend, your family are interacting with your contents. So if you catch yourself overposting about the products, okay, if you posting about the products, don't do that. But don't have to go back and delete it. Just hide them on from your timeline. Okay. Now, what I'm going over this is to show you how do you leverage social media so that you can create more contacts, okay, that lead you guys into a high percentage of closing. Okay, so number one, you're gonna know that, right? So, well, what can you do? Number one, become a content creator, okay? It's just a fancy name. What it means is that, you take a selfie, take a picture of yourself using the product, take a video of yourself. Video is the best. You get 5 more times engaging on social media and share and post on your wall. Okay. The best is do a Facebook Live. Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. Facebook Live. But become a content creator. Facebook loves that. Okay. Number 2, post a picture with yourself with other product or business meetings and whatnot. Facebook loves that. Okay. Number 3, you got to learn how to boost your post. Don't have to boost every single post, but you got to learn how to boost your post. How do you boost your post? Go back and talk to your upline. How do I do that? Okay, now OTG.global has a document about that, so make sure you go to the website and learn. All right. And lastly, the most important thing is called engaging. Okay, this is how you're going to create a massive number of contacts that coming into you, but it takes work. It's going to take being consistent. The single most parameter that Facebook is like and love is called commenting. Okay. It's going to require you to be commenting on other people's posts. It's going to require you to be engaging, liking and commenting on other people's posts. And you are going to see more engaging. More people are coming back to your page and profile. Right. So, I wanted to share a couple of these tips that allow you to be able to leverage on the social media and so that to allow you to have high percentage of closing. Now, another tips I wanted to show you as well, I talked about it last month as well. If you're new within this month, all right, and hopefully this would shed some light into you. So if you're on Facebook Messenger, you're going to see today that Facebook has a green dots that telling you who today, right now, at this moment, the green dot means that they are active on Facebook right now, all right? They're active on Facebook right now. So if you go to that person's, profile, okay, pick 20 people, all right? And go to their profile of the 20 people that you picked and comment. Leave a long, thoughtful, authentic comment on those 20 people right after the OTG Live. I promise you and guarantee you that you're going to get high percentage of engagement coming into your own page, coming into your own personal profile immediately. Okay. That is the trick that I teach in our group. I don't think it's any secret, but if you don't know about this, all right, so you can do this so that you allow you to be active, to be engaging. Now, one other tip I want to give you guys is that, pick those friends that you haven't engaged for a long time. You haven't talked to them. You haven't messaging them. By doing this, creating a huge engagement, by adding more contact up front, okay, and allow you to be able to be in the conversation, right? And, the term that I use is being in the trench, okay? Being in the trench, talking to people every single day. Do a business presentation every single day, webinar or one-on-one. That us being in the trench. Doesn't matter if you are new in the business, if you are $1 million team lead, doesn't matter. To me, being in the trench, it means that being involved in our own business, your own business, every single day, and that's gonna sharpen your skill, and your closing ratio is gonna go up. Absolutely for sure. All right. That's just only social media, right, guys? I told you guys I started the business without social media. And the second thing I want to share before I leave you guys here is called walk and talk. I love it. Okay, walk and talk, I love it. Now today I caught myself to, I have my head down, looking at the phone all the time. Once in a while or maybe a lot of time in the day, it's just simply looking up, looking at the people around you, and you would find there are people around you today. There are people around you today, doesn't matter where you live, okay, doesn't matter where you live, who are looking for you, who are looking for a life-changing business platform like we have today, and just simply talk to them. Okay, whatever the hat that you can get, your approach is gonna be, all right. A lot of time it's just I intentionally bump into someone and say I'm sorry, but hey, where you from, right? And hey, I'm in a country where they don't really speak English. I don't speak Spanish either, but I'm here, So walk and talk is still one of the most powerful form of creating great contacts, and it's still not. It's not. Social media is not going to replace this, but if you hone your skills, if you do your business every single day, you leverage both social media, leverage the personal touch, like Christina Kupagam talked about it yesterday, and combine them together, you be that, that leader that attract others to you. You will not have any problem closing. Remember that. Okay, your posture about the business is the most important thing. Your belief system is the most important thing. And thank you for joining me, guys. Live coming to you from Lima, Peru. Wish you all success. Travel the world. Last word, don't believe anybody that tell you about, other places. You gotta come see it for yourself. Have a strong why, have a strong dream, and never give up. Love you all. Bye-bye.